What's going on, y'all? Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, season 4, episode, I think this is 14. So let's get into it, the countdown. So it starts where it left off last week with KD and she throwing money at Cena and what that girl named Carly. Girl, look at my hair. But anyway, I get the shit done. Tap that sticking out. But anyway, so Carly, she's so dumb as fuck. Here she go. So we called KD down here, and I got this bitch back, and she got all bothered because I was trying to tell her what her man been doing and all this stuff. And I guess mission accomplished because look how the bitch got. And I'm sitting here like, mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. You look the fucking fool. Mind you, on the last week episode, she was like, let me try to calm this girl down because I just realized where we at. I got my man here, I got my employers here and all this stuff. And, making a scene like this, let me calm her down. But Chet, you throw a drink on her when she was already being, taken away by the security guard. Like, that's some cheap ass shots, and I don't like people who do. What the fuck? Okay, fuck that. I don't like people who do that. Okay, that's just some bullshit. But that's on the line of jumping a bitch when she ain't looking. Okay, and next thing they pull KD out and all that shit. And I'm sitting here, mission accomplished. Mission accomplished, bitch. You ain't tell her nothing that KD already didn't know. The only thing that y'all said or uttered was the fact that, Cena know about the damn pregnancy. That's it. Other than that, you think she don't know that her man fucking around and doing all this bullshit? Girl, get the fuck. Your man, quote unquote, life, who must be doing, I don't know, opposite attracts. You can't really say, I don't know. I just don't get it. But he had to tell that girl, this ain't what I've been looking at when I first got with you. What is this? You know how gross life was be. Shit, that made my throat hurt. But anyway, he was basically like, you ain't the bitch that I was looking at when I first got with. You don't entertain this type of shit. Why would you try to entertain some bull? You just don't understand how much hell this girl didn't put me through. She didn't put me up and through all this hell. And I'm sitting here like, but KD wasn't thinking about you. KD wasn't thinking about you. KD then moved on. You the one that got involved in this shit. That shows how petty and, dumb you are. Okay? He like, you trying to do some shit. You don't leave the small shit alone, okay? You a giant. We don't fuck with small shit. You basically to grow the fuck up, okay? And she was like, man, I didn't know. I forgot all about my man and how this would affect him. But it's good to know that he got my back if he needed. If I needed, I was like, moving on. So then we get the scene with Joseline. Okay, Chanelica is fucking sitting in the scene. I can't even deny that. Like, she actually thinking that, she's sipping on her little drink with her glasses on and shit like that. Like, she's on the fucking beach, sandy beaches of Puerto Rico. Baby, you are in a cafe in Atlanta, okay? You enclosed, okay? You not outdoors, but she was just giving it to you. And I was like, okay, Chanelica, you better do that, bitch. And then here come Margo, looking like Jurassic Park, just coming down. And, oh my, do you know Land Before Time? What was the little green thing with the head? The little one? Oh, y'all know which one I'm talking about. That is who Margo looks like, the dinosaur, the baby dinosaur. I'm so mad because I can't get it. But that's what she was sitting there looking like, okay? And here goes Joseline. So I heard about the stuff with Margo, and I'm just thinking like, she got to be smarter. But then can I find out this bitch is just as dumb as Mimi? I said, okay. She talking about the magazine stuff. Margo brings up the stuff with the magazine. First of all, when they met each other, Joseline was cordial as fuck. She's like, hey, bitch, look at you, bitch. And I was like, okay, when this shit gonna flip? Because I'm ready for it to flip. Sure enough. So you know about this stuff with your man? And was like, what you talking about? It was like, I go to this photo shoot and then it's with Stevie. And it's like, yeah, I know about it. Stevie part on the magazine, so you should know that. It was like, that's to give you exposure and stuff like that, because, bitch, who the fuck knows you? Don't nobody know your ass. You ain't got no music, you don't do this, you don't do that. Okay, what you should be doing, you a bartender, go over there and give me a motherfucking drink, okay? I said, okay, She was like, I sure do. I sure am a bartender. She was like, you know what you can do? You can get over here and get on your knees and suck my pussy. I said, wait a minute, Joseline, calm the fuck down, okay? And they was just going back and forth at each other. And when Margo, she was like, bitch, you crazy and all this stuff. And she was like, whatever. Margo gets up and Joseline was like, and pour that way you got your ass, bitch. I said, oh, Okay, Chanelica, you know. Then we get the scene with Joc. KD go tell Joc what happened. He in the studio and all this stuff and she telling him, so you want to go and get back with me. You claim to get this divorce. But let me tell you something. I went to this thing and as soon as I get there, Carly Red and Cena is there. And Cena talking about something, you telling her about the goddamn pregnancy that I'm faking pregnancies. You need to stop da 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 da. And next thing you know, Joc was like, what? And then he said, you know what? See, you need to stop that bullshit because it's the last time you gonna give me a motherfucking ultimatum. I am tired of this shit. Katie said, wait a minute, what? Joc got bold in his chest, okay? He got bold in his chest and said, bitch, look, I'm not doing this shit no more, okay? You the one that got yourself up in this trouble. You the one that got the drink thrown on you. It's always you. You was like, fuck all this shit. KD was like, bitch, you want to act crazy? Keep on fucking playing with me and saying my business, bitch. I'ma show you crazy. I said, y'all ain't gonna do fucking shit. All right? Stop this bullshit, okay? I'm just here for the entertainment. So, we get this thing with Kurt, Scrappy, Young Joc, and Tony. I think all the dudes. Fuck it. All the dudes. I think Scrappy was there. Whatever the fuck. Okay. We get them. They talking about what's been going on. And, Joc telling them, of course, about, getting into it with KD and all this shit. And he was like, basically like, she telling me she got set up to go to some event and Cardi came at her and they threw some water at her and all that stuff and yada, yada, yada. And she was like, well, you should have checked with me before you went anywhere. Then you wouldn't have been put up in this situation. And we broke up. Then Scrappy talked about giving Bambi the key to the house. And they was like, marriage or some shit. No, don't do that and all that stuff. Then Kurt talking about, going literally say, Kalina and Rashida, going through their female problems or whatever the fuck it is, basically equating them to like, going through what the fuck he say? Because I it was just something that struck me as strange, and I'm just sitting here like, they over there arguing over some female dumb shit. And I'm sitting here like, that's what he said, over some female dumb shit. But yet you sitting here with your boys gossiping like females. I'm just saying, over some dumb shit. Okay? And he talked about something with me and Tony, the only level head people, here. So maybe we should just sit them down and get them to talk it out and all this shit. So then we move on from that. We get to this little video that Bambi's supposed to be doing with this artist Loudy or whatever. Who's back for a third time? And I'm tired of seeing this bitch, Tammy. And I'm sitting here like, I haven't seen my girl Rashida ever since we had that little thing at the club with Kalina. And I'm sitting here like, whatever. So she's still talking shit, Rashida got to tell her what happened with Kalina and all that stuff. And then he go tell me, I just got to look out for my girl when, bitches going around talking shit. And I just be peeping stuff about how shiesty and shady a bitch is. And I'm sitting here like, you not friends with Kalina. Okay, that's what Kalina said. That's what you say. But you're not friends. But why the fuck are you checking for this girl? And why is her name so up and through your mouth right about now? Okay? Your whole storyline ever since you came back on this bitch was getting involved in her business. Business that ain't got shit to do with you. You ain't even got your own fucking storyline. What the fuck is going on? Get your guest starring ass off of here. Okay? And then they talking about Bambi. Bambi over there with Loudy. And, he a little short ass dude compared to Bambi. Bambi looked like the Jolly Green Giant compared to this motherfucker. He looked like the Jolly Old Elf. And I was just confused. Keep the F with the Jolly Green Giant. Mash that shit up together. They was like, what's going on? Because Scrappy ain't there. Rashida and Scrappy like this. They real cool. This is irritating the fuck out of me. When dreads don't work right sometimes. See how long that's gonna stay. I know y'all like, bitch, let it go. Fuck it. We don't care. We just want to hear what the review is. I know. But then, they looking at the video, and basically they was looking kind of close over there in a little section. The video playing, and she doing all type of sexy stuff. And here go Rashida. Bambi in the video when she looking all types of ready. I just want to know what she ready for, you know. And it was a little sexy. The chemistry was there and all that stuff. I guess you wouldn't call it sexy. Here go Bambi. You know, I've been tired of putting my career on the back burner with I'm with Scrappy and all this stuff, and this is just me trying to get back into the industry. And the whole thing I'm thinking like, you came on the scene as a fucking rapper, now you finna get back into the industry as a video girl. I'm confused. You know, you delusional just like Margo was delusional when Margo said she wanted $10,000 for that fucking cover of that magazine. Bitch, who the fuck are you? 10,000, girl, you better be lucky to get 100. Okay. Anyway, moving on from that, they just like, where the fuck is Scrappy at? So, what this girl name is, Mimi and Stevie J, they in the studio going over some stuff. Stevie J basically like, you know, I'm gonna try to get this shit back and, you know, work with Tiffany Foxx and all this shit. And Tiffany Foxx come up in there and he got this like 90s joint type of feeling, type of beat that's going on and play it for her. And she was like, he apologized for his actions and said that, you know, he was fucked up, he was drunk as shit, should never happen. And she was like, you know, I ain't never had no problem with working with you or anything like that. It's just that your wife, you know, be the one that having a problem. Mind you, when Joseline and Margo had that little meetup, Margo gonna tell her, bitch, you just mad because, you know, Stevie's still in love with Mimi. And she was like, I don't give a fuck who the fuck he in love with. That's my nigga. I said, okay, Joseline. That kind of hit her. That's why she said, pull that wedgie out your ass, bitch. Okay, stop it. But moving on, you know, so basically they just working together and they get her in the booth and, you know, I did like the beat. I did like the beat to that song, whatever. I could care less for the little rap for right now for what I heard, but I like the beat. It is a real 90s type of feel to it. But moving on from that, we get a Scrappy in the studio and he doing a little song. He talk about something. He finna get back in the studio, start putting out some new music or whatever. Rashida and Kurt is there. They snitching about what they saw and all this stuff. And Kurt, Kurt is the one doing all the goddamn talking. He wasn't even at the damn party. Rashida just sitting there like, She was all hugged up on it, dude. And Kurt made a good point. Like, I thought y'all was good. So I'm like, do you know about this? Because this is a video. It's going to go viral. It's going to get out. People going to see it. So I'm like, did you know about this shit? He was like, what? No, I ain't know shit about this. And then right at that moment, that's when Bambi pops up. And I said, here we go. Bambi looking like the fuck because then Rashida stopped talking and she looked up like, awkward. He should have told us that she was going to be here in the studio. And they was like, you know what? Well, we going to bounce. Okay. And we going to let y'all talk about this stuff. And Bambi just looking like, the fuck? And I was like, yeah, they was in there snitching on you, girl. So Bambi was like, so what's up? He was like, well, you know, they told me about your damn, I gotta check this girl. Scrappy talk like he got a mouth guard in his mouth for real with a whole bunch of spit, nigga. But it was like, so you doing videos and stuff? He was like, yeah, with Loudy, the producer Loudy. Yeah, I'm doing video. And then she was like, see, so Auntie Rashida came up in here and told you what was going on. I said, damn, they have no respect for Rashida, okay? But basically, Scrappy was in his feelings because he didn't know about it and his girl is in the video all up on some other dude or whatever. And like Bambi said, bitch, you be having a whole bunch of niggas and bitches, well, we don't want to say niggas, but a whole bunch of bitches up in the videos on you, okay? And, you know, doing all this stuff to you, but you don't see me tripping about it. All I do is stay in the, lay back in the cut, playing second fiddle to your baby mama and your child. You don't do shit for me. We've been together for 2 years. We ain't even do a song together yet. And that every time she keeps saying that, it's just like, are you with him trying to get on, like get a song or something to get in the studio and to get some recognition because he's Scrappy? Or are you really with him because you really want to be with him? I'm just confused when you say stuff like, we haven't did this or you haven't done anything for my career yet. And I'm just like, are you using him? I'm just confused. So she gets all upset and he getting upset. They both in their feelings and Baby like, you know what? Fuck all this. Come back to me when you got a bigger ring and you got your shit figured out and all this stuff. He was like, you leave out, it's going to be done. And she was like, yeah, whatever, nigga. I heard that shit before. Then we get to this shit with Margo. Margo talking about some, after meeting with Josh, I need to go up and meet with Stevie J to see what's going on with these pictures. Now, see, before I knew that it was Stevie J that was doing the magazine, I thought it was good to go ahead and do the cover and do this stuff for free promotion. Free promotion. So maybe, yeah, I was stupid for not, signing the contract and talking about money before I did the pictures. Yes, you were. But I was doing it for free promotion. But like I said, now that I know that it's Stevie J, I need $10,000 or he can't use them pictures. And I was like, okay. So she's sitting down there talking to Stevie. And she was like, what is this game that you're playing? It was like, you always tell me that, Nico, and you putting me involved with it and all this stuff and yada, yada, yada. Steve was like, you know what? You a pretty girl, okay? It wasn't even about you. It wasn't about him. I just thought you was a pretty girl and, you need to put some shit out there. But, your main problem is Nico. It was like, oh, so now you're a therapist? You're a therapist? You need to go take that with your wife because, and he was like, we have. Because she seems very volatile, okay? And all this stuff. And I'm just like, girl, just talk about what you need to talk about. You want your pictures or not? And he was like, she said for $10,000 I want my pictures. And then he said, I'll give you 10, okay? 10 seconds to get the fuck up out of here because you ain't finna get no $10,000 for these damn pictures. Margo, bitch, you ain't nobody for no $10,000. How you know that shit gon' sell? Girl, don't nobody give a fuck with you because you associated with Nico, so we don't care. We don't care. And he was trying to tell her that too. Like, bitch, you associated with somebody that don't nobody care about. All right? 10,000 fucking dollars. Girl, get the fuck, okay? And then she gets out there and he was just counting down and stuff like that. And I was just like, he looked like he was ready to slap the fuck out of her and he had to hold back. Or say something real nasty to him and he was trying to hold back. But she was trying to talk her shit, but Stevie got that shit. She was like, so he'd be dumb if he released those pictures without my signature. He ain't finna release them. He ain't that stupid, okay? It is what it is. So Joc goes over to Carly's place in the mall or whatever to talk to her about why you set up KD and all this stuff. And she talking about how Cena came to her store and now they cool, and she took advantage of the opportunity to get back at KD, Miss Piggy. I don't even give a fuck about this. Joc was still trying to look at her ass, and Joc did have a point. You up in this mall, and you got your ass all out, and, kids be walking past, Christians, and all that stuff. I couldn't even say that with a straight face. But he had a point, so it was just a little ratchet or whatever. But for him to sit there, and I understand that he was trying to tell her, don't talk to Cena, don't say shit about KD, it was fucked up for what she was doing. He ain't really shut her down. If that was supposed to be your girl at the time or whatever the fuck, I don't care what you going through, but this bitch is blatantly disrespecting your woman or ex-woman or whatever the fuck y'all putting on hold or whatever to your face by calling her out her name. And then you gonna put in there saying that we ain't really on right now. I'm sitting here like, why would you tell her that? Why would you tell her that? Now she feel like, oh, whatever it is that we did, we accomplished it and all this stuff. And let me tell you something, Carly Red. You a pretty little girl, okay? You are a pretty grown-ass, fucking immature-ass woman. You look like you could be Sierra's older sister. I kid you not. Y'all all in Atlanta and all that shit. You look like you could be Sierra's older sister. But Sierra look like she got more sense than you. Yeah, she do. Okay, we give her one chance. She fucked up once, all right, but she learning from it. She recovered. We don't see her doing all this petty shit, bitch. She done moved on to her man. She ain't talking about or going back to no fucking ex and all this shit. You sitting here with a motherfucking boyfriend who's in the fucking industry, so you fucking say if that relationship is fucking real, because it's the first time we hearing about it, okay? And you up here still on Joc's dick. You still worried about what he's doing and all this stuff and who he's doing it with. That's fucking disrespectful to life, okay? Moving on from that, Rashida and Kurt trying to go on this date night, so they say. And Rashida like, with all the drama that's been going on, it's nice to go on a date night with my husband. But this little, he needs to up it up in the romance department. What's this? And next thing you know, Tony and Kalina shows up. I was like, oh, Lord. So Kalina like, why the fuck you bring me here to talk to this bitch? And like, they basically ambushed both of them. And Kalina was the main one caught off guard. And Tony fucked up. I get that you trying to get them to be friends again. But you kind of fucked up when you, divulge some information. They're not even on that term yet that you can even put this out there. They're not cool no more right about now. And he just put it out that, you've been going through some stuff, and with the postpartum, you might be going through postpartum depression. And I don't care if it was editing or whatever, but they show Rashida started laughing or whatever. Now, let's chop it up to editing, but let's say editing didn't have nothing to do with it. But bitch, if you was laughing because he said the shit about postpartum, you's a bitch for that. Okay? You as a mother yourself, and you just had a baby probably a couple of years ago, bitch, you probably know what she's going through, and you just being an evil bitch. That's if it wasn't the editing, okay? But, the thing of the matter is, Tony shouldn't have brought that up in front of them like that, especially when they're not on cool terms. And even though Kurt was trying to be the voice of reason and trying to say, it could be going through some stuff like that, and, talk about the postpartum, I was, I would have had the same fucking reaction Kalina had when Tony said, the baby ain't been christened yet, so, I was thinking that they could be the godparents. She said, the fuck no. The fuck I look like having this bitch being my child's godparents and godmother and all this stuff. We ain't even fucking talking. You think that was gonna be like, that was gonna make them say, okay, girl, we gonna make it up and we gonna be cool and let's kiss it and hug it out and all this stuff. And he was like, well, you need somebody to talk to, and y'all been friends forever, and I think you need somebody to talk to. She said, bitch, please. Next thing you know, Tony and Kurt Lee go get a drink and they started talking. And Kalina was just going off like, the fuck you think he talking about, you being my godparents? I don't want y'all to be my kids' godparents or anything like that. They go back and forth. And then Kalina like, bitch, you smell like new money. She was like, hell yeah, I smell like new money. Rashida is a dog ass bitch, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. And talking about some, ain't nobody gonna buy your shit, don't nobody want your shit and all that stuff. And then Kalina pop back at her like, bitch, don't nobody buy your shit. They might buy your lipstick and they might buy your clothes, but bitch, don't nobody buy your fucking music, okay? And I'm sitting here like, you damn right. Say that shit, Kalina. Throw that shit up in her fucking face. Because Rashida sits on here like she's a multi-platinum selling artist, okay? And she's not. You up here talking about Kalina's finances when your ass at the early beginning of this motherfucking season was talking about how your finances fucked up and you worrying about Kurt dipping into both of y'all accounts to pay for this damn house, and you over the limit by over the budget by over $250,000. So bitch, how the fuck you talking shit? Like, it was just stupid. It was just pathetic and petty and not needed. And that was basically the end of the episode. Did y'all see that preview for next week? Joseline, you gonna have to get out of this, okay? Stevie J been working with a whole bunch of people before you, and just because he's working with you don't mean that he can't make his money off of anybody else. Cause bitch, come on, you ain't putting out no hits right about now, all right? You gotta let that shit go and let that man get his money, okay? Girl, get the fuck. But that, when Tiffany Foxx and Jessica Diamond got together and then they talking and all this stuff and they trying to go back and forth, Jessica Diamond salty as fuck. That's all that it is. And then when she they started going at it. Did you see her? I don't know if she threw the drink at Tiffany Foxx and tried to run away. You, girl, what type of stripper is you? Strippers don't run from fights in the stripper room. In the dressing room, they buck up. You just ran from that shit with your disgusting looking ass. Anyway, y'all, I'll see y'all later. Y'all tell me how y'all feel. Peace.